All right, welcome back, everybody. We have a very special announcement this time.
Do we?
We do. Are you aware?
I'm not. Fill me in.
So, I'll start off by saying I was walking through Raid Shadow Legend, fighting some enemies, but it was a little noisy in there. So thankfully, I had my Raycon earbuds in, which were so loud they nearly blew my hair off, but thankfully they didn't because of keeps. Keep the hair you already have, right, boys? But the issue is sometimes we have a little too much. That's where Manscaped came into play. Trimmed it all down, and my God, I would have forgot to buy the damn thing, but thank God I had honey installed.
And saved a lot of money.
And I saved a lot of money.
And after that, you were probably feeling hungry. So luckily, HelloFresh came in clutch with the meals.
It did, which, really just got me rock hard, except I couldn't get it up, and that's where Roman comes into play. So you don't have to be embarrassed and have that awkward doctor's call if you want to,
Is that like Blue Chew?
What's Blue Chew?
It's like a gum or whatever that's like Viagra. I've never heard of that one. I figured you were just running through all the very obvious podcast sponsorships.
Imagine if you hand somebody the wrong stick of gum. They're like, "You have any gum on you?" Oh yeah, for sure. You think you hand them a piece of 5, and they're like, I gotta go.
Is this supposed to make your dick hard?
Oh yeah, we're not sponsored by any of that.
No, absolutely not.
Yeah.
It'd be cool though.
That would be. It would be cool to have like anything, like
just any sort of sponsorship.
I think we don't have any like Patreons or.
It's one of those things that I feel like would be annoying after a while, but at this point, it's like, I think it would be fun to do an ad read.
Yeah.
I feel like the first few would be really fun, and we'd be creative with them, and then we'd just eventually.
You just get jaded.
Yeah, just like read the prompt and go. But I think we could that's if we ever get a sponsorship, I think it would be cool to like do a sketch for it. Like just something funny.
Yeah, like at least make the best out of it, because let's be real, no one wants to listen to an ad. No one wants to perform an ad, but the reason you're doing it is to sustain, like, you want to do this thing full time, like, you got to pay for it somehow. So it's kind of like, hey, like, meet me in the middle here, guys. Like, and that's why, ever since you told me this, like, I try to, like, I don't skip the ads all the time. I do sometimes, but like there are times I let it run just because I'm like, hey, I want to like support this person.
Yeah.
Because the reality is, let's be real. You could go do something while the ad's playing. Go play with a kendama for 30 seconds. Go pop something in the microwave.
What's a kendama?
It's like that Japanese toy, that one piece of wood. You catch the ball. Yeah, it's like you don't have to like. Nothing's like. There's no like chains that come out of your like computer and like hold you there where you have to submit to the ad. It's like, you could let it run and like not pay attention. Play with your cat, like,
It's a nice break time. Get up, get some water, go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
Just do something. I don't know. I always, it's very rare that I'm like actively watching something, So like if an ad pops up, I'll just go to the other monitor and do something else.
Yeah, and I
have an ad blocker though, so I don't get ads on YouTube.
Well, I'll say this much too. Like, I would do the courtesy. Like, even if we had ads, I would put timestamps in, where it's like, oh, ad begins here, ad ends here. Like, you could skip that.
They're in there. I don't know if you've seen it, but like if you look at the bar on YouTube, there'll be those little yellow lines. Those are the ads.
Oh, okay, so that's there. Yeah, so it's like, you don't have to, but if you want to, keep seeing what we're doing, or in any instance,
I think that's why a lot of people like do Patreon stuff. Like they'll put extra content on there and stuff like that, because you can, if you want to directly support and get more, like if you like somebody's content, you can get more of it, and it just goes directly to them. No
I like
ads,
that.
No worries about it.
And this is really not a good business move, but when it comes to ads too. Like I would do an ad, but only something like I genuinely like use or I'm interested in. You know, I feel like it's too hard to, and it's just too old of a gimmick to like bullshit some product you really don't give a shit about, you know?
I'd be willing to do ads for something I don't use, but I would definitely do my research and make sure it's worth it.
Yeah.
Like, I wouldn't ever want to push something to somebody that was bullshit, you know? Like,
right.
I don't know. I'm trying to think of some of the shittier ones, but I can't really think of them. But I would do my research, you know? But I don't use a lot of things, so.
The reality is, though, it's like, you know, we're not, and I just want to get this out of the way, it's like, we're not anti-ad by any means, as far as,
not
like,
at all.
I honestly have bought a lot of stuff through ads.
Me
like,
too.
Sometimes I feel like I'm the only guy, but there's a ton of times where it's like, especially on Ridge Wallet.
Ridge Wallet.
There are a lot of times just on Instagram, while you're going through stories, I'll get like an advert promotion for some t-shirt or something. There's so many times I just click on it, instant autofill information. I bought it in like less than 20 seconds after seeing it.
That's why a lot of people, you know, I get that privacy on the internet is a big deal and we should always be conscious of it, and, you know, we should have options for privacy, but I always turn on like the curated experience.
Yeah.
Like, I notice I've been talking about my clip speakers a lot.
Yeah.
To people. I've been asking people if they know
There's
the
no
brand.
way that one's an ad.
I got an ad for it on YouTube, or maybe it wasn't YouTube, maybe it was something else. I got a clip ad though.
Oh, okay.
And it's just like, a lot of people are like, oh, that's strange, my phone is listening to me. But I think we've had this conversation before. I don't know if we've talked about it on the podcast, but I would much prefer getting ads for things that I'm interested in and are beneficial to me than getting ads for, you know, local singles in your area.
Right. And, you know, and I even saw a documentary on it, and it's entirely algorithmic. There's not a guy sitting there with a set of headphones 24 hours surveying everything you're saying.
It's just keywords.
It picks up keywords, and it's like, oh, you might be interested in this. Yeah, targeted ads, and it's all in the fine print. We get to enable and disable a lot of these things, but shit, I'll take targeted ads.
Yeah.
Why
and
not?
It also, like, I don't know. I have had it with times where it's like I talk about something, but this one, like, I looked up clips.
Yeah,
So,
that's what happens a lot of times, where it's like, yeah, you don't even, it doesn't have to be audible, but sometimes it'll just take your general interest, things you like follow on an account, and that's how it kind of curates your ads.
yeah.
You know?
Which I prefer. I like getting shown things I might be interested in, as opposed to just getting shown random bullshit I don't care about.
Right.
So it works for me. And the internet is too big of a place to like find everything, you know. There's a lot of things that I get ads for that I never would have known about had I not gotten the ad, you know. So
I think the real contention with ads a lot of times is just things you don't care about, and that's what's irritating about them, because you're like, oh, I don't care about this, just move on. But it's like, if it's something that can garner my interest, I don't mind it, you know?
Yeah, or when it's too much.
Yeah.
Like
just
people who
short,
do...
sweet, to the point. You know?
I never mind, like, you know, and the great thing about, like, ads in... if somebody is sponsored and they're doing an ad read in the video, that's where I think you were talking about the timestamps.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I always like when somebody puts in ad read, and then you can just skip it if it's something you don't care about.
You know,
but there are people who make the ad interesting and make it funny. You know, it's just like another part of their video that just has to do with the product that they're trying to push or whatever. But those are entertaining, and sometimes I like watching them, but more often than not, no.
Yeah. And there's a lot of things, you know, I think you and I both have tried a lot of ad products, and many are better than most, you know? Like, I'll be honest, and we'll lose this for a lifetime by saying this, but Raycon is just like an AliExpress, like, headphone. They just stamp a logo on, you know?
Yeah.
It's not like innovative tech, you know?
Raycons are kind of... I mean, they're cheap, you know.
Yeah, it's
if
a
you
cheap
just want
headphone. Yeah,
but I think the reason why, like, they're not bad headphones, they're just not good headphones.
Exactly.
If you want a cheap pair of wireless headphones, and you know, it's one of those things. If you don't have a pair of wireless headphones, or you're not an enthusiast, they're fine.
Well, what I'm saying is they're overpriced for what they are.
Oh,
Like, this is the same principle with like I'm sure you've seen ads for like movement watches or
Yeah.
like Vincero.
Yeah.
Bro, you could literally look those up on like the gray market sites like AliExpress. Dude, the watch is $1.05. It's the exact watch. You see the side by side, and people have done the comparisons, and one has the movement stamped on it, and it's $90. Kudos, I mean, geniuses in like marketing, right?
Yeah.
But it's like taking like just a cheap product, but being able to, that's like not really known, no one's looking it up, and just stamp your logo on it. But I'll say something like Ridge, I could get behind that because it actually has the tech in it, you know, keep your cards safe. It's like portable. They're kind of the first to really push it, you know, the whole compact wallet. It's like,
I was definitely because I've had it for a couple years now, and I was looking for a slim wallet, you know, that had the RFID protection or whatever, and
Yeah.
it was just something that I could use. And you know, I got a fuck ton of ads for I mean, I was getting a lot of ads for wallets like that at that
Yeah.
time. And Ridge was just the most simple one. I picked it up. They have a lifetime warranty.
yeah.
So like if anything ever happens to it, I can just get a new one, you know?
Right.
That was a big thing to me cuz it's just nice. They're good wallets.
Yeah.
I don't have an issue with it. Sometimes it's a little annoying to like try to get a certain card out, but all in all, I like it. I like the wallet. It's a good product.
Yeah, it's a good product, a good value. It's like you tried and tested it, you know? And
Yeah.
so like that, it's like, yeah, I could get behind that, you know, because that's a cool thing.
You know what we need to do?
Huh.
So we need to get a sponsor for bidet.
That would be awesome.
I would love that. And just get like they send us a couple free bidets, just load the house
Yeah.
with them. Be like, honestly, at that point, I would just be like, bro, just send me a bidet and I'll do an ad read for you.
Dude, like a sponsorship too, like entirely, that's like next level. You know, an ad could be a one-off, but you think like there's so many things. Like I would take most sponsorships, you know, like
Yeah.
if you want to hit it.
Yeah, if it's a good product
Like-
that you like.
If they, for whatever reason, decided we're worth pushing it, but like if we got reached out by like G Fuel or like Gamer Supps, like
Yeah.
something like I could have stacks of that I would use,
Yeah.
you know, in the background. That's awesome. Little fridge or something, you know.
It would definitely if it was a good product and I liked the company and everything, I would love to just have a supply and I would be like, yeah, I'll
I don't know.
you know.
Warby Parker or something, you
Oh
know. We
my
just
God,
get
I
glasses
didn't even
for
think
free.
about that.
Yeah, like think about, you know, stuff like that. Like
I would
a coffee brand, if it was like, oh yeah, we're drinking this coffee, by the way, and they sent bags of coffee, like stuff like that. It's just like,
How-
bro.
Can you like is it pretty easy to grow coffee beans? Like what makes good coffee?
Coffee.
Because we could just like make a coffee company
Coffee is very
for us.
Yeah, we could. So the thing is, though, coffee.
Just us.
We would
drink
have
it.
to source it. It's very climate dependent, especially
Oh.
Phoenix. We have no chance. No chance of growing coffee. But like, I watched a guy grow his own coffee and like test it out and roast it and everything. Like the whole process. He was a chef, so he has some knowledge of, you know, flavor and food. But like, it came out bad. But because I've known a lot of people where it's like, you know, they either get sponsored by like Blue Bottle or something, like the subscription coffee, where you get like sent every month a bag, you know.
I don't think I've heard of it.
That's a cool one. It's actually really good coffee. And then another YouTuber I follow, Huga, he came out with his own line. Like he was doing Blue Bottle for a bit, and then I don't know if he reached out to them, but like you kind of slap your name on it and like come up with like, I like the roast like this and kind of this flavor,
Yeah.
and then they'll source beans out, and then, you know, it's from some farm in Ethiopia, but your name's on it. you know?
Yeah, that's just branding.
Yeah,
you know?
it's all branding. But yeah, making our
You
own,
par-
that would be fucking
partner with
challenging.
a company. That would be the easier route to go, and
Yeah.
probably wouldn't like we wouldn't be able to source anything or whatever. But I don't know. Yeah, and it's kind of funny that you brought that up because I was just thinking the other day, like it'd be fun. We should just do like a joke ad read.
Yeah.
Like as an additional video, just like pick a product or something and just make a joke. Fuck, we'll just make a joke ad read, like a good one for a company.
Yeah.
Send them an invoice. See if they pay us.
Let's do it. You know,
Pay us for the 10 views
we
that
might
we got
fail
on
out
it.
of our 99 fake ad reads, but maybe one will bite and be like, oh,
Yeah.
fuck it. Like one of those ironic companies like Liquid Death or
Well,
something.
did you hear about the guy who was just sending invoices to Google or something for doing nothing and they were paying him? He made like $300,000 just sending fake invoices. He ended up like, going to court for fraud and he, got in trouble, but
I would think we could do, like I said, the irony companies like Liquid Death or, the Squash Soap or something like that.
Yeah.
Just do some joke ad. Like they might bite on that. You know?
Yeah, let's do that at some point. Maybe not this week, because by the time we finish this and stuff, I'm gonna go do the Super People tournament, and then you got work the next couple days, so I know you'll want to relax and stuff, but maybe next week, because I think we'll start recording the podcast on Tuesdays. Maybe next Monday if we wake up early. Let's just workshop an idea and maybe try to film something with the camera just as like an additional little video.
Yeah.
Because we've been talking about doing something else, but we've just been, I keep using this term, but it is so true, man. The last week or two, like I've just been burning the candle at both ends.
Yeah.
It has just been nonstop. Like I feel with moving, and I helped my buddy build a computer and just trying to do everything. It feels like there's never enough time to like actually progress in these things that we want to do. And I mean, that's going to change when we're in the house, because I feel like we'll have so much more opportunity, but it just feels like I'm doing so much, but I still feel stagnant in the things that I want to do,
It's funny. Yeah, I feel that as well, but like kind of like split. Like I think we've done a lot.
Yeah.
But we've only had so much to delegate into like, because I've been fucking exhausted, but I'm like, hey, kept at exercising, made a t-shirt, did some shit I wanted to do, but at the same time, like, this is suffering because of it.
Yeah.
Because I'm not as focused on the podcast, because, like you said, candle at both ends. What a great expression. Like, you're just trying to bite off so many things.
Yeah.
And then it's like playing catch up.
It's tough. It is.
We work, too, full time, so it's like, we're not being funded, we're not living at our parents' place right now. Like we're paying rent
and we're moving into a house. Like there's a lot of things happening, and it's, those things come first, and we have to make sure that we're taken care of and we take the time to relax and everything. And it's just, it is a lot, and it's tiring, but it is fulfilling in its own way. But there are just these ideas and concepts we always talk about, but we can just never find the time to actually, because I mean, you bought Outward and we were going to play that, and it just, like last night I was going to ask you, I was like, when we get home, you want to play Outward? But
dude, yeah, and with gaming, it's so funny. I feel like I'm so just sporadic right now. Mm-hmm. Last night I was playing Killer Instinct.
Yeah, I saw you playing
this morning I was playing Devil May Cry, and it's like I'm just hopping on all these different games, like not completing any of them. Yeah. Just like,
that's okay.
It's been fun.
That's how I play games too.
But I think about it and I'm like, oh, fuck, I want to play Outward too. Like there's almost too many games in my Steam library right now. It's like the decision fatigue.
I think
I got Baldur's Gate too.
Yeah, and we want to I want to get Baldur's Gate 3 and play that together, but it's just there's not enough time for all the things we want to do, and I think it's just a matter of we've been we have done a lot, and I'm glad that we've stayed consistent with this. Like I am fulfilled and I am happy with what we're doing. Yeah. But it's just like we have these grandiose, is that the right term? Yeah. Grandiose ideas, and it's just we don't really have the time to dedicate as much as we want to it. So it feels like to me it feels like we're not doing enough, but this is all we can do right now.
Well, I think
we're doing great.
Yeah, we're doing great. If anything, the only point I can make is I think we're lacking a little structure.
Yeah.
Lately, where it's like
that's what I was gonna say.
We haven't been having like meeting, even just a brief like, yo, let's get coffee and like talk about what we should focus on, because we used to do that, but now it's kind of in passing. We'll have ideas or we'll shoot it back and forth, but I really think we need a spreadsheet, man, to like
Yeah.
have things to focus on, like not even with dates and times, but like, hey, just in this next week, maybe try this game.
I'm
do
telling you,
this,
man, it's not that we don't want to do it. I just think we both have ADHD.
Yeah.
And we just
yeah,
'cause,
definitely.
like I've tried so many times like to list things out in a list, but I think I've mentioned this before, like in all different places across like my 4 or 5 drives on my computer, I have like 9 Word documents that are all the same thing. But I just like when I go back, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna make a little spreadsheet of like what we should focus on and stuff, and then like boop 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 boop. Little to my knowledge that on another drive, I just did this 3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
It's I think we're just learning, time management.
Oh, yeah.
We'll slowly get better, and when we're in the house and stuff, we'll have more opportunity, especially to like sit down in a comfortable way. Because I've been kind of saying that the last week or two. Like it feels like my life has just been on pause.
Yeah.
Because I'm just so like ready to be out of this apartment.
Yeah, same here. And I'm just the anticipation, or the excitement of being.
It's a
in
little
the house,
overwhelming.
It is, and just so many big things happening, and it's just being able to kind of take it all, reel it in, and then I think we just need to be like scheduled.
Yeah.
Like have an actual schedule, like let's do this on these days, and it'll be less overwhelming if it's like we know the little bites we need to chew along the way, and it would bring back focus, because there's a lot of days too where you get so overwhelmed you get paralyzed.
Yeah.
At least I can only speak for myself, but I'll get paralyzed and then do nothing.
Yeah.
Because of just being overwhelmed. But if I had a schedule where it's like, okay, I just need to do this one thing today in a span, and then the rest is, free reign, it's like it would be less intimidating.
Yeah. Definitely. But at the same time too, there's been a couple times where I've tried to like map out my whole day and stuff, and then it's a little disheartening because it's like, I can clearly see my day, it's over. When I make a plan for my week, it's like it feels like my week's already over because I just planned the whole thing out. It's like there's no freedom. But I do think having a schedule, and if we did something like we're gonna record the pod, because we've been kind of flip-flopping all over the place the past couple weeks, and I think that's just something it was gonna happen with us, and we're learning the time management. But if we had it where it was like 10 a.m. Tuesdays, it's like that's it.
Or I'm all about consolidation too, and like scheduling days off like entirely. But it's like instead of doing a little bit every day, sometimes I like to have a day where just that entire day I'm doing shit.
Yeah.
And then the next day doesn't matter.
And it's
do whatever.
For me, it's very momentum based.
Yeah.
It's like I can't really say like this day is going to be I'd have to like work my way into that kind of schedule, but oh no.
God, no. I'm gonna go get a clean wife beater, keep it rolling.
I mean, I feel like that works though,
I gotta put the stain remover on it.
Yeah. Go do your thing. But it's what was I gonna say? It feels like I need to start doing something and keep it going, keep the ball rolling. And once that momentum starts building, after like an hour or two of doing something productive like that, it just, those are when that's the times I get hyper fixated, and it's like 16 hours of just nothing but being productive. But then I'll go like 2 weeks with that overwhelming, paralyzed feeling of there's too much to do. I don't know what I should do right now. It's just, I feel like that's something I need to get better at, is time management and understanding how to work around how my brain reacts to these situations. But you got a little nip slip there.
I'm a hot mess right now.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like this episode is just the hot mess episode. It's just been one of those weeks, and we've done this a couple times where like we have a couple weeks where we're really on it and we're really going for it, and then we have a couple weeks where we kind of like teeter. But I think overall, since we've started, we've progressively gotten a little better. Yeah. And I think one of these times we will fully set into it, but I don't think this is the last time we'll experience weeks like this,
Oh yeah, and we've been full send for a long time. And I will say, overall, it's been good. I feel like we've progressed. We've grown.
Yeah.
You know, we've really fixated on doing things that, you know, produce content and are productive in our eyes, and I'm happy about that.
Yeah. It's because I think I definitely think, like, just schedule wise, I mean, at this point this is just like 2D Research Club business meeting episode. But
right.
I think the beneficial thing is currently with our schedules, like Sunday could be your total day off.
Yeah.
Wednesday and Thursday I have my days, obviously, you know,
Yeah.
because those are the days you work and I work Sunday. Monday and Tuesday, I think Monday should be like, at least in the beginning, like the nighttime, we can do whatever we want. But I think in the
Exactly, yeah.
early day, it's hard though, because with the move and everything, and just everything else trying to get done,
Yeah,
we
because
can't.
Monday we're going to the house. Are we
Yeah.
doing that every week now?
Yeah, I do it every week.
Yeah, I'd say, yeah, that's probably best.
But there's just a lot going on right now, so this will be something that probably in the next, because I mean, we move in a couple weeks, you know, a month, so
Wow.
it's not like
Yeah.
we have. I can see it in the future.
Yeah.
So we can make sure, try to plug your mic in again. I don't know if you have. I'm just
Oh, yeah,
paranoid
I've
about
been-
it.
Every 5 minutes, I
Yeah.
give it a little.
Yeah, just make sure
Make
it's plugged
sure,
in,
yeah.
because I know.
Yeah, we didn't note this, but last time we lost like 25 minutes, you said, of audio.
I noted it in the episode.
Oh, okay.
When I did the transition, I put a little arrow pointing towards the mic, and I was like, this is the mic we were having problems with. And
Okay, yeah.
we're getting it figured out and everything, but I think like Monday would be a good day. Like in the morning, we could wake up, have coffee, go over ideas and stuff, maybe do some filming for some sketches and skits that we have ideas for, play some
Yeah.
games if we want to do some, like, pick one or two things to do in the early day, and then the afternoon we could get what we need to get done, and then nighttime we can just kick back, relax, do whatever.
Yeah.
Tuesday morning, record the podcast, get that out of the way, do anything we need to clean up, and then, you know, throughout the rest of the week we'll just, you know, here and there get the little things that we need to get done. But
Right.
I definitely, for me, the podcast has been going good. We're staying consistent, you know, we haven't missed a week in a while. But I think it would be fun to do an additional video, you know?
Oh, absolutely. And just to breathe a little more, you know, life into it, you know?
Yeah.
Keep expanding on the content. And, you know, I think part of the reason we are, like, getting to the point where we're willing to burn ourselves out, like, entirely, it's a necessary sacrifice now, without a doubt.
Yeah.
You know, to really just, like, even, you know, it's like you're out of ideas, but it's like, I will make an idea, is because I think of how much more we could do if I wasn't working 410s,
Yeah.
you know, and you 312s. We could have just that amount of time. I feel like we could get so much more done.
Yeah.
Like if we made the same amount we do currently and could sustain our living, but have all that extra time to produce like content and do these things. That's
Yeah.
what we're working for, is buying back some of our time.
Yeah.
You know?
And this is definitely the start, and that's just
Yeah.
something we're going to have to be okay with is, you know, I talked to Bryce about it, and he was basically like, you know, it's okay, because, you know, me and Bryce were doing that revolving door podcast that's
Yeah.
just degenerate and bullshit filled.
Yeah.
But we didn't do it, and, you know, we kind of talked about it, and he was like, you know what, man, like, I wouldn't worry about it, because unless we're like, we can sustain ourselves with it, we don't have to put the full-time effort into it. We just do these things because they're fun and we enjoy them, and
Right.
until we get to that point where it is actually sustainable and we are having like some supplemental income coming in, because it's not even something like, we don't have to be like, subscribe to our Patreon and stuff even quite yet, but
Yeah.
if we just develop a community of people who are interested in the same things, and we can kind of talk about them and enjoy it, it's just views, you know, just
Yeah.
the ad rev. If we're just making a couple extra $100 a month, we could put that into other projects and stuff and grow it. And, you know, we were talking about, you want to do merch and stuff, and it's just I don't think I'm not good at social media and
Yeah.
marketing and stuff, you know?
That's usually I would like to say my forte, but the thing is I haven't had a product, you know, to successfully market. This will actually be the testament.
Yeah.
You know.
And I'm happy you've been doing that, because I know you've been saying for a long time you wanted to do stuff with merch, and you're really into clothing and fashion and stuff. So it's good to see that you're working on it. And that's what I'm saying is like, there is this tension of like feeling, I think I'm always going to feel like I'm not doing enough, even though we have been, for our situation, we have been doing a lot. But from the start to now, if we just look at then versus now, we've progressed. And I think that's just something that I have to say right now to remind myself that we're doing what we can, you know?
Think of what we were doing a year ago now.
Yeah,
compared
nothing.
To now. Yeah. Like, there's a lot, you know?
We were sitting on Discord fucking drinking and doing absolutely nothing.
Yeah. It actually, you know, and it amazes... I tend to forget, you know, because it's not often we go on our own channel and, like, look at things, you know? We're kind of just letting it run at this point. And seeing the list of videos, being able to click now to show all videos instead of just going on the page and they're there because there's 3. Now there's like 20 something, and seeing all the thumbnails, like thinking of the time we put in to like record it, the time especially you put in, you know, like this takes an hour, but you know, a lot of times you're spending a lot more than that just editing.
An hour,
you know?
plus, because I got to go through it.
And then, you know, I'm working on a thumbnail. A lot of times he'll even be working on a thumbnail, you know, so he'll be like super slammed, and then we'll just be putting our blood, sweat, and tears.
And then I mean,
this.
all the other things we do. Like I've been trying to release a couple songs for months.
Yeah.
And I haven't been able to like find time to work on those. I was trying to stream, and now I'm just not, because it takes up too much time, you know, to stream for 6 hours in the week. And like, even if I streamed every day for 4 to 6 hours, that eats up so much of my time. And that's the same thing with video games. I've been trying to rank up in Valorant. That eats away so much time that I could be doing other things with. But there's just so many things that I want to do. I think we really need to kind of like trim some of the fat and get a schedule, like you were saying, of, you know, what are we going to do next, and what do we need to focus our efforts on and stuff. And I feel like that's something that will really come to fruition when we're in the house. And, you know, we have Bryce on board as well. Yeah. You know, I feel like right now it's just, you know, especially with this project that we're doing.
For fuck's sake. I'm going to leave this one. Fuck it. Fuck it.
I think...
I went through a whole fucking pack of Hanes in this episode. Fuck's sake.
That's funny.
I'm going out to dinner with my parents. I can't look like this. I got to put another clean one on.
That's so funny. I think, like right now, with this project, I know, you know, like Bryce is a part of this, and he will become a part of it more when we live together. But he's our little resident streamer boy. You know, he puts in the fucking hours on streaming. Like, I mean, if you're here, go fucking follow It Snowy with a 0 on Twitch, because that guy is, it doesn't matter, you know, he doesn't give a fuck. If there's one viewer in there, he's still streaming. The dude loves it. Yeah.
He's definitely kind of paved the way for what we've began to do, because he's been doing it, you know, consistently now for before we even started the podcast, you know, and just at the grind.
It's kind of a weird, like, flip-flopping thing. Like, he came to me telling me he wanted to make content, and I encouraged him. I said, you just got to be consistent. You know, you have to do it, and you'll progress later, but start now. Just start doing it. Even if you don't have anything, just get yourself out there, start learning, because it's not like, you know, you're not going to make your first video, you're not going to start your first podcast and it's just going to pop off. It's something that you have to do and grow and learn through. And I mean, if anybody's listening, this is a great motivational speech for, if there's something you're interested in, don't just sit there and think about it. Just do it. You're going to be shitty at it. You know, for example, for you, the first shirt you make is probably not going to be the greatest shirt. Exactly. But if you make a shirt, if you set a goal to make one shirt every single week, a year later, dude, you're going to be making quality material. You're going to be learning how to make mock-ups. You're going to learn more about like supply chain and how to source things and what kind of quality of materials you need for things. Like, you just have to do things consistently to learn it. And it's so weird that like he came to me and I gave him that advice, and then seeing him actually be consistent and do things inspired and motivated me to actually do these things too, because I was interested.
Yeah.
You know, it's a symbiotic relationship of we all constantly like advise and inspire and motivate each other. And I think that's what I was going to say earlier is like right now this project is just us. You know, it's just me and you working full time, trying to do all these things. We can't really put in enough effort that we want to, but I think as we, you know, keep doing it and stuff, we'll start to find more people and kind of, you know, get their intakes and stuff, and other people can help us in areas where they're proficient, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I think we need to find somebody who's good. Like, I don't know what I was going to fucking say. Thoughts?
No, I mean, it's all in the name, you know. That's why we're the 2D Research Club and not the 2D Research Duo, you know.
Yeah.
This is open to expansion, where it's like, you know, we started this, we're cradling this baby right now, but, you know, we need I was going to make a really dumb expression. I'm like, we need like a village to carry the baby.
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm saying anymore, but, you know.
Truthfully, it takes a village, and I think
it takes a village. Like,
I think that's the thing, is that it's just hard because it's, you know, with a lot of people, everybody has their own lives going on, and they're, you know, we can't expect people to dedicate time to something that they're, because this is what we're interested in. This is our passionate thing, you know. Other people probably aren't going to be so much, and not having the money to, you know, pay people for services, you know, we couldn't get somebody who's a marketing, not an expert, because where we're at, it doesn't matter, but we can't pay somebody who has any knowledge of marketing. We would just have to be like, hey, would you be willing to do work for free? It's that, like,
people that want to build,
I can't pay you, I'll pay you an exposure kind of shit. And I don't want to be that, you know? Like, I would love to be in a position where every single person who gave us any help, we could, you know, cut into the mix, and we can pay people for the things that they do for us. Because realistically, very few people succeed as just a solo, or, you know, just a couple people trying to do something. It takes a village.
Team.
Yeah.
And a lot of times, you know, it's a team that is not in the spotlight. They're not on this side of the camera, but they're all on that end, making it possible and happening.
And that's primarily what I want to do, because I mean, I think I've famously said I'm not a very personable person. I'm kind of antisocial and introverted and stuff. I'm not really out there, you know? Like, I'd love to support my friends who are, and I'd love to continue being a part of the podcast and stuff, but if it, you know, say we got you and Bryce on, and you guys were just, it was back and forth, it was entertaining, I would have no problem sitting silently behind the computer and just being your guys', you know, production. Like, I want to help.
There's strength in that, and that's kind of why, you know, we could lose ourselves. This goes back to something you were saying earlier about how you feel like we're not doing enough, you know, because, you know, we're all kind of doing these own things, but like, we have our strengths and we bring that together, which makes this like a well-oiled machine, I think, where it's like,
the only reason why it currently works.
That's the only reason why it currently works, because, you know, I don't have the, I guess, what would the term be for it? Like the innate nature to like figure these things out as far as like recording, and like I could do it. It would take a lot more time,
but I can do it faster.
You could do it faster.
Yeah.
You know, and
which
prepare
is
this.
Huge.
Yeah, which is massive. Time is so valuable, you know, and it's like if we're all trying to do the back end and the front end and, you know, designing, you know, merch or whatever, setting a stage, and it's like that's my forte, you know, is like just kind of conceptually coming up with how things look and how things sound and ideas, and, you know, just shouting, you know. But it's like, you know, Bryce is, like you said, the resident streamer boy. It's like you don't have to stream. Right now, that could be Bryce's job.
Yeah.
He is the streamer of the group.
That's
you know?
why I don't stress myself out about it. I will stream, like I stream Stray, I stream the tournaments and stuff, but pretty much I only stream when I have a purpose to stream.
Yeah.
Bryce fucking grinds.
Because we could all do it. But yeah, that's the thing. You don't have to stream like Bryce. I don't have to understand and be as good at editing videos as you. You don't have to make shirts like me and do designs, you know? It's like that's where we all kind of feed off of each other, where that allows us the time to do the things we excel at, and everyone else figures out the rest. And that's why a team is so essential.
Yeah.
Because I guarantee if I didn't move out here and I was trying to do this alone, it would be nothing compared to what it is right now.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, and that's, I don't know. I'm glad we had this conversation. I'm sorry to anybody who's not interested, but
Yeah.
I'm glad we had it because it makes me feel better about it because I feel like it puts into perspective what we have done and where we can take it.
Yeah.
And I think as time goes on, we're just, we're going to get better. But I think we've talked about it enough.
Yeah.
If we want to talk about some things that might be of interest to somebody who's made it this far into the video. I mean, I hope it was, if anybody's listening and, there is something that you feel like you've been wanting to do but haven't really been doing it, I won't even be offended, man. Pause this fucking podcast and go do that thing. Come back later when you've done it, Go put in an hour or two
great.
on the thing that you want to do. Don't worry about watching this. Just pause, go do something, come back later, and we'll talk about Street Fighter and the Overlord movie and other stuff that we're interested in and what we're going to have for next week because we're going to do a little anime swap. But
Yeah.
we can go into some of the topics now.
Yeah, so first, we'll just get it out of the way because it was brought up briefly. We didn't really expand upon it, but some of the character reveals in Street Fighter 6. Having an Evo, you said you had a couple questions.
Yeah, I heard you mention because, Jury, is that her name? The feet girl?
Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe some of you guys have noticed, but are the characters in like new Street Fighters, they're always the same? Like, is she a character from older Street Fighters?
She's reoccurring, and I think a giant proponent of why it's like so popular besides the feet thing, I think that's probably honestly the main thing.
Yeah.
Really is. The reason she's garnered so much attention is because of her damn feet. But
yeah.
Other than that, she has her old kind of style and costume back. So they gave her kind of like a full cat suit in Street Fighter 5. Before that, Street Fighter 4 is kind of how she had her style now, but they really expanded upon it and kind of modernized it. Like you see her sit down, throwing a lollipop and go, talk shit on Twitter.
Yeah.
Like to emphasize like that's kind of the girl she is, and I think
that's her style.
That's her style, yeah. And they brought a little bit of that back, made it contemporary, and I think it's a hit,
Yeah. And this is a new Street Fighter coming out?
So, yeah, this is Street Fighter 6, which will be releasing. And I think, like end of this year, if I'm not mistaken.
Because that was, at EVO, it was a character reveal.
Yeah.
Have they revealed all the characters?
No, so we only know, there's the standard, there's Ryu, there's Chun-Li, there's two other guys I'm not really that interested in. There's Kimberly, which is an inspired character. I don't know her whole story, but she seems super interesting, and she has something to do with an older character, which is cool. We'll find out more. And then Jury's kind of a resident character, too. But you think of Ryu and Chun-Li are usually the two mainstays of Street Fighter.
Yeah. Yeah, I figured they would be in it, but I heard you mention that, I heard you say, like, they brought back something about her, and I just, like, it clicked in my head. I was like, oh, I mean, it makes sense, but I had never really thought about it that, like, because when you showed me the character reveal, I was like, I don't know, why is this cool,
Yeah.
I don't know anything about Street Fighter, so... But now it makes sense that it's like it's a recurring character and they brought back like a certain outfit and stylistic choice of her character. And obviously the feet thing is a big...
The feet thing's the biggest thing.
Step on me, mommy meme.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like, just, it was cool. That little intro to her character, it's a homage to Akira too, where she has the bike, the lights behind her and everything. And yeah, they're really, because they're actually aware of people's, interest in these characters, like the feet thing. So they really they went with it because they knew that was a thing. Smart on them,
Yeah,
they're giving the people what they want. And same thing with Chun-Li. They just keep making her thicker. Her thighs are like inhumanly massive. And
now we're the 2D research club.
Exactly. Yeah. They make them badder, thicker.
Yeah.
The female characters, they're like, they probably put 10% of their resources into the male character roster and the rest into the female. Like, we need to make them baddies, thick, just have that personality that's just alluring and,
Well, I definitely think, I like the male physique as well, but I think something that is more rounded of interest just to everybody, every gender, every sexual interest is just like, everybody likes, oh, not everybody, a lot of people I'm sure will probably be like over-sexualized, but I think a lot of people like the designs for women in video games. They're just, every time I pick a character or something, like the women always just look better than the men do.
And it's not always like sexualized and like super revealing outfits or anything, but even in Devil May Cry that I'm playing, her name's slipping me. I just started the game this morning, so I'm not going to have all the names, but you're working as Nero, and the girl that's like a part of the Devil May Cry, she's like the granddaughter of the original gunsmith that made Dante's guns and stuff. Like, she's like really kind of like, she has those little quips, like flirtatious things she says, and I'm just watching. I'm like, man, I'm falling for this character. Through like Nero's eyes, and it's like, that's a big point. If they made her kind of like, boring and
just like typical. Yeah, I don't know.
Even like Cortana, bro.
Oh, well.
The Halo series, like those they stand out.
Yeah.
There's that standout, prominent female role that makes a game, like Halo wouldn't feel the same without the dialogue between Cortana and, Spartan.
I think there's a certain level of comfort that can mostly only be done by a woman.
Yeah.
If it was like a male AI in the Master Chief's head, like the dynamic would be totally different. It would just be weird. It wouldn't be a level of comfort. It would be like you would get like respect and support, but you wouldn't have that comfort in like partnership,
Yeah.
It would be very difficult. I think as the years go on, we might see that kind of change a little bit just with like social structures and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But just currently, I think it is a lot more of I don't know. Maybe it's just me and my preferences. Maybe there's people out there who, it's like, no, men comfort me. But and maybe we need some more of that representation. But I just think it is it delivers a dynamic of those like, kind of flirty quips and stuff like that just you can't really get from, the Arnold meme where they like grab each other's arms like that's what you mostly you see in the representation of like men-to-men characters. But I think it's a good thing. I know there's a lot of problems with it, and a lot of people probably view it in a unhealthy and problematic way, but in a perfect world, there wouldn't be any problems with it. But
right, yeah.
We don't necessarily live in that perfect world. So
and that's where it's just, make your own opinion on it. You don't have to agree with us. You don't have to like it like we do. And you can like your own thing, and that's cool, but what comes from it as, our experience with these games is, I think it's a bit of like a lot of games, with campaigns or follows the story of a specific character. They try to make it like self-insert, where it's kind of like you see yourself, as this character, and these are your experiences, you're sharing it kind of vicariously through the character you're playing. So, it's, it makes for a good story. It's a lot of fun.
Oh man, it reminds me of this game that's I've been seeing ads for. It's called like Forlorn Forsaken, something like that. But it is like I don't know if you've seen the ads, but it's like
vaguely familiar.
So let me get this straight. I'm in another world with superpowers, and I'm talking to a freaking cuff.
Yeah,
it's just such like a fucking like I don't know, man. It's like if that's
painful.
That's just not. Nah,
but
that shit sucks.
Yeah. I know you weren't a big Pokemon fan, but I even think of like when you start a Pokemon game, you get your rival, and your friend that are like follow you throughout the journey.
Yeah.
And there's part of that that's just so nice. Like if they weren't there, it would feel kind of lonely.
Yeah.
As a game,
Yeah, definitely. I think there's dynamics to be played off of and stuff, and I don't know. I think things are slowly going to change, but we're not going to get into the fucking nitty gritty. It's just currently, I think that is developers know what the gamers want, and it's cool. Good on them.
Good on them.
Make Chun-Li thicker. We all enjoy it.
Speaking of thick women,
you want to?
let's run through this list on Reddit. So I think it was top 50.
Yeah.
Anime girls, top 50 best cute anime girls of all time. Rem took first place. I feel like that's going to be such a contentious, like 1 out of 50 is a big number.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of people that are going to agree with that and have a problem with that.
Rem is one of those characters that she's cute and she plays a really good part in the story and stuff, but I guess it is cool for ReZero that the main romantic interest wasn't the most liked,
Yeah.
Everybody is a Rem person, but
I started a Rem person, ended as an Amelia person.
Yeah, I started Amelia, I'll go out Amelia.
Yeah.
It's just, man, it's just too good.
Don't get me wrong, because I love Rem as a character and her design and her portrayal.
Yeah.
Shit, I have a wall scroll hanging at our stairs right now, with Rem and Amelia. But to put her number one because here's the thing, this is what makes it so powerful of all time.
Yeah.
Since anime's inception, to say Rem is the cutest, I wouldn't put her there.
Yeah, no.
I would say she's up there.
Yeah.
Somewhere in the middle, but
easy top 15.
There's cuter. Let's just run it through. Let's see who number 2 is.
I was gonna say we haven't seen anything but this number 1.
Yeah.
I am interested to see who else is on this list.
Let's just run it through them, and we'll just give a quick brief. We can't sit on all of them forever, but
number 2 is Miku Nakano.
Wow, from the quintessential quintuplet.
Yeah.
So this is what's fascinating to me. These characters are so swappable in the top positions. First, Rem has a twin, Ram. Interchangeable. They look damn near identical.
Nobody
different
likes
colored
Ram,
hair.
though.
Nobody likes Ram. Here, quintessential quintuplets. She's one of 5, and she made it to number 2. But it's she's the quiet one. And that's cute, but it's can you argue? They're all cute in their own way. This is purely a preference role where it's you could say any of the quintuplets are the cutest just because you're oh, I like the quiet one. I like the tomboy one. I like the kind of tsundere one. I like the, crazy.
Yeah.
It's just, I think she's cute, but no way is she top cutest.
Yeah.
Second out of 50? Hell no. There's a bunch of characters I could think of.
I would much prefer, especially with these ones, you bring up a good point that it's Rem has a twin. This is a part of a set of 5. That's a bad way to say it. I shouldn't have said a set. But it's to be the number 1 and number 2. It's just it's an interesting choice. But I mean, this was voted.
Yeah,
she's. I don't know what the sample pool was for the voting.
No hate. She's my favorite of the sisters personally, but I still wouldn't put her up here.
This comes from over 100,000 votes. So
wow,
just for reference of how many people voted on these things.
Let's keep it running. Let's see.
Not a huge number, but oh my god. Okay,
another one of the sisters.
Nino
let's just
Nakano.
Skip this. There's
another quintessential. Another fucking Itsuki Nakano. Another quintessential quintuplet.
Instead of and this isn't fair to them as characters, but I'd say you should just lump them at that point.
Yeah.
Just put number 2 spot the quintuplets.
Yeah.
They shouldn't be stealing all the ranks.
And if you're gonna put 3 of them, what about the other 2?
Yeah.
Are they not cute?
Okay.
Takagi.
So I get it. Cute little chibi monster forehead character. I watched a bit of the show where she kind of teases the main character,
Yeah.
But I want to say I could see how this could rank so high as far as cute. That's cute. But I'm just thinking, out of the 100,000 people voting, how many of these are grown ass hairy men?
Yeah.
That are oh, she's definitely the cutest. Because
I think that's another distinction. Because I feel the line gets blurred in anime where I can recognize this. That's a cute character, but I feel people they use the term cute as an avoidance of some problematic interest of why.
And it's too exceptional of a comment. I could say, oh, your niece Quinn is cute. That's a normal thing to say.
She's
but if
adorable.
I was bro, out of 50 of these little girls,
out of 50 kids, bro,
your niece is the cutest, bro.
Yeah, I might look at you a little cockeyed, be
that's in comparison to these other, you know. It's this should be in its own, because I think cute is saying overall, you know, it's a spectrum.
I don't
of cuteness. Like, oh, they're just moe cute. Like there should be 50 top moe, and then 50 top like attractive cute.
Yeah,
because I feel like this is just too blurred of a scale, you know.
Yeah, but like going into this list, I feel like we should just keep it in the mind of like this is definitely like the moe version, like cute
yeah, we'll
characters.
just have to say moe. Yeah, moe.
This is cute characters. This hopefully.
Yeah,
we don't see like some girl from Bible Black.
Well, because this is like you said, that's what I'm thinking, but I think it should be more clear.
Yeah,
cute's too vague. But let's keep going.
I saw this while we were talking, but another fucking
skip it. Yeah,
just fuck.
And another one. Yeah, see,
okay, so
quintuplets.
There's
win.
the other fucking
won.
5.
I don't agree. Amelia.
Hey.
At 8, you know.
Hey, I'll take that.
Yeah, she definitely.
Amelia from ReZero, same show that Rem is in.
You know, and Amelia has so many redeeming qualities about her.
Yeah.
You know?
She starts off a little, like, the first time you meet her, she's very sweet, and you see that she's a kind-hearted girl and, like, is willing to help and stuff like that. But then the next time you meet her, she's very, like, reserved, gives her name that's not her own, you know? Like, she's very, you know, aggressive in her antics and stuff. And as the story progresses and stuff, you kind of, especially when the movie, you watched the movie, right? When she was a kid.
Yeah.
When that came out, it's like you really get to understand her backstory and why she may act the way she acts sometimes. And then you start to see her go through a lot of things that really, you know, develop her character in a way. Like, I mean, I was there from day one, but after that, I was like, yeah, see, this is why I liked her.
Yeah.
It's because she's a good person in the story, you know? Like,
right.
She is a very important aspect of Natsuki Subaru's growth in his own way. And I think, I don't know, she's just an important role, and I think she definitely...
But is she cute?
She's cute as fuck.
None of that fucking matters,
She's
Ryan,
adorable.
In this list.
I mean, I feel like that adds, you know? I like personality.
No, yeah, absolutely. No, you're totally right.
See, this is where it gets a little weird, though, because the picture they use for saying that Megumin is one of the cutest characters is the scene where her mom is trying to get her to sleep with the main character.
Yeah.
So this is a little strange.
It just overall, I appreciate her character. I wouldn't say she's in top 50 even though, as far as cutest.
Definitely not.
Like a cute character, but not really that cute. You know?
I like the part she plays, but she's
I wouldn't say first to come to mind at all. Okay, so I could definitely see this at a number 10. So Kaguya
Shinomiya.
Yeah,
Shinomiya.
And it's so quickly that the 180 takes place where she's this stern, serious, but it's that juxtaposition that makes her cuter, realizing that she's putting on this face, but she's like this little, you know, romantic, softy, cutesy, innocent, like no understanding or concept of romance, but just feels, you know, blushy and God, what a cute character.
She definitely, like, when she gets flustered and stuff in those situations,
her voice changes,
and shit,
she stutter. Yeah,
you can definitely see the cuteness of like how she acts and stuff, because she tries to be this stern, you know, tough girl character, but
it's just the word swaps where she's like, oh yeah, I like you a little bit, you know? Just how that happens. Like
they definitely
cute as hell.
Kaguya. Well, I mean, Kaguya-sama that was the one that on Crunchyroll or my anime list got ranked higher than Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood.
Oh yeah, I think during
like
that time
they really rallied
3,
and got the ranking up there.
And I feel like Chica is going to be after or shortly after in this list.
Do we want to take bets? Number 11 is Chica.
Yeah, let's see.
Oh, nope. Megumi Kato.
She's from
How to Raise a Boring Girlfriend. I haven't seen that.
We'll have to look into it.
Yeah,
I don't really know much about her. I'm surprised.
Decent character design.
But kind of looks like a background character.
Yeah,
maybe
kind of.
in the anime, there's more life. Like this wasn't a good picture. Maybe
like personality, kind of like a Kaguya-sama. I mean, she definitely does have a good character design, but it is a lot of the personality of her, like putting on the face of, you know.
Totally.
I will say though, I really like these eyes.
Yeah, those are cool little.
I love that gray kind of gradient. Those are really well done. And what do we got here?
Mikiro Misaka from certain
certain
magical index.
yeah.
You know, I haven't seen that one.
I watched it, but I
think it's
don't
on episode,
remember
yeah.
anything about it.
Let's just keep it rolling. We got 50 to go through, so
Yeah.
if we can't talk on it.
Violet Evergarden, I will say, this is totally deserved. She is adorable. She has a...
No, you know, I would say she's more beautiful than she is cute. Like, she's kind of a stunning beauty. She
Yeah.
has that look where she's, like, intimidatingly beautiful and not as much like, aw, cute. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't... Have you ever seen Violet Evergarden?
I haven't. So just
I would
roughly
say-
off of appearances.
I would say she's adorable only because like her like backstory is very tragic. Obviously, like she lost both of her arms, so she has like metal arms.
Oh, yeah.
And
I'm only seeing
she
neck
was
up
like
right now. Yeah.
she was basically like a war machine, you know?
Yeah.
She got just basically was go kill all these people. But she ends up like writing letters for people who want to like express their feelings to somebody else through a letter, and she helps them find the words. And just like her interaction and how she interfaces with the world, I think is really adorable.
That's
because
a
she's
beautiful
very
story. You need
she's
to check
very
this out.
it is. It's
Yeah.
really good. She's very like closed off and reserved, but like that gives her a very interesting take on things. And there are a lot of occasions where she does have that like cold demeanor, but like once you get through that, you see that she's, you know, she's just a little softy.
Okay.
And I don't know. Yeah, I would say she is cute, but I
Yeah.
can see like just in the character design,
Yeah.
definitely a cold, beautiful,
Yeah.
you know, like kind of unapproachable.
Yeah, it's a great way. Cold, beautiful.
And then what is this?
This is
Sakura Kinomoto.
Magical girl. This is like one of the character designs where they'll show like the X-ray and they have like an alien skull.
Yeah, yeah, it's those
She's a
wide
little
eyes.
funky, but yeah, that's
Very,
that's someone's flavor.
Very
right
like
there.
Clannad design, which
yeah,
I know
Clannad.
a lot of people like that design, but
Yeah.
I don't like the big eyes
is it?
like all far
Chobits?
apart.
Chobits?
Yeah,
yeah,
Chobits,
yeah.
stuff like that. Elenia,
Elenia from Wandering Witch. Not familiar.
not familiar with this one either, but I really like this picture, the character design. I really like
she's
that.
a cute character. Okay, I could see this. So, Kaneo, is that how you say it?
Kanao
Yeah.
and Suyuri.
It's from Demon
Demon
Slayer.
Slayer.
She was definitely like the cutest of the characters, and you know the butterflies, and
Yeah,
she's the cutesy,
very like
smiley.
very aloof.
yeah,
you know?
oh, exactly. Yeah.
I think that's where she really. I mean, she's
She's a
cute.
character's love interest. I won't give spoilers, you know, but I think
I was gonna say it, but
for
yeah.
obvious reasons.
Another Demon Slayer. It looks like
Shino-
Shinobu Kocho.
Aren't they sisters? Or like
Is that the
no,
girl?
I don't have my glasses right now
Yeah.
either, but I'm like,
I think no.
okay, yeah.
The
I'm
other
thinking
one
of
looks
someone-
a lot
you
like
know what I'm
this
thinking
one.
of, yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I could see.
Nezuko.
You know, I would think Nezuko would rank above the previous one though.
Yeah, definitely.
Because Nezuko's definitely, you see a lot of cheebs of her of being cute, little key charms
Mm-hmm.
and stuff, like just the big wide eyes and the thing in her mouth, like, you know, just she's a cute character.
Definitely adorable.
'Cause
And
she's
just,
that tiny stuffed into the box, so like
yeah.
extra cute, but when she's like big and veiny and fierce, like not
Yeah.
as cute.
Oh God, that's
awesome.
She is sick.
She
though.
goes from cute to cool,
Yeah.
real quick.
Cute to cool. 0 to 60, baby.
Yeah.
Ishiki Iroha from My Youth Romantic Comedy. Is this what
I'm thinking of Snafu.
that's what this is, right?
Um,
Because Snafu is just like another iteration of it. It's like the next one.
I don't know. I'm not familiar
I
enough to
think
speak on
that
it.
is from this one, but I will say, yeah, the
Yeah.
characters in that show, they're all adorable.
Yeah.
And they touch on such like introspective, and it's very dialogue heavy.
Oh, yeah.
Great show. Check it
So I've
out
seen
if you haven't seen
Snafu,
it. Yeah.
but this, yeah, she's kind of cute, like girl next door cute. you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah. Asuka Langley. I don't know if I would say cute for her.
I would say Ray is much cuter than
Yeah.
Asuka as far as like, but none of them are really cute in the show.
Yeah.
Like maybe Ray when she's kind of like, you know, distant and like, you know,
I don't know if they ever really have any like explicitly cute moments.
yeah.
I mean, they're definitely like the character design and everything, and they are like strongly written characters.
I mean,
but,
Shinji thought she was cute in that hospital scene, you know?
Yeah, but I mean, that's a whole different story.
Yeah,
but,
that's not cute, though. That's like...
Yeah.
Yeah,
She is very,
that's-
like, abrasive, you know?
I mean, we got her right here, you know?
Oh, yeah,
You
we
decide.
do.
How cute is she?
I didn't even fucking think about that.
But, let's see.
Shinon.
I can see that. Like, she's kind of the... Because it's especially... And
It's
this is where
another
the
putting on a face
personality
situation.
comes into play where she gets to... You see her having so much fun being herself in the game, and she's kind of the shy, awkward girl in real life. But she was, like, pretty cute, where it's like... You know, because I'm definitely an Asuna stan, but like if Asuna wasn't in the picture, she'd probably be the next pick.
Yeah.
You know?
And I think that's a distinction that, like, I'm going into all these and, like, my personal understanding is, like, when I think of cute, like, I'm mostly looking at the personality, how they interact
Yeah.
and stuff. And those, you know, this is all personal preference. However you choose to look
Yeah.
at it, we're just going over how we
Yeah.
feel about it. But I definitely think with this, it is that, like, seeing her have so much fun being herself when she is so problemed outside of the game.
Yeah.
I think that is, like, it. I mean, it's more respectable, I would say, than cute. You know, like,
Yeah.
like, it fills me with joy to be able to see her enjoy those things. But I mean, she's a cute character.
But, you know, because, yeah, this is... I will say this list is showing cuteness in different
I
aspects.
think cute is just the throwaway term. It's just
So now
top
it
50,
makes more sense.
Top 50 anime waifu. Oh no.
Well, no, here's what I'm getting at. It makes more sense that it's all embodying as far as cute. Some are moe, like chibi cute. 'Cause
Yeah.
when I think of cute, like my interpretation immediately is like Love Live. You know, like the cutesy characters like that. You know,
doing the dances and
yeah,
stuff.
like you know, Chica, just you know, like
Yeah.
Nico, you know, like that
Yeah.
shit. But like,
Those are cute things, but I definitely think this cute is
it's different kinds of cute.
It's
like-
acting on a spectrum.
Yeah, it's on a spectrum, so that it's acceptable to have all
Yeah.
sorts of cuteness in here.
I think we 22 in. I think we've learned.
we're
that,
understanding that. So Nami, see, Nami is so. I always thought of her. She's cute, but she's more of the mature kind of older sister type.
Yeah.
like, watching over.
Maybe-
being mischievous, kind of.
Maybe this is something that I haven't watched much One Piece, but
Yeah.
there have been times where she like presents cute, but
Yeah.
I definitely think this is one of those things that may be more like to her character that, you know, after you
Like-
have been a part of the story for so long, you can see the cute aspects of it.
Yeah, because, like, you know, let's be real. One Piece really went ham on the jiggle physics, and that's, like, less cute, you know, more, like, womanly allure.
More fan service.
But I think, like, Chomper is cute.
yeah.
You know?
Oh,
Like-
yeah. Chomper is definitely cute. He's a cute little fucking
And at
ram
25
boy.
comes Ram. It's like, I feel like her redemption here is that she just looks like Rem.
Yeah, and I think later in the series, like, she definitely was very abrasive and cold-hearted and kind of standoffish for a lot of it, but
Yeah.
later on, like, she has a couple iterations through the multiple playthroughs that Subaru does that she does kind of present a lot of cute qualities that it's like, you know, because I don't know. It's just one of those things, like, you come to this realization where just as much of Rem, like, you want to protect Ram, too. Like, you know,
Yeah.
if Ram were to die, it would make me sad as well.
Right.
So I think that is an aspect that kind of brings her back.
Asuna.
Asuna at 24. Are you offended that she didn't pop
Quite
up earlier?
a bit, yeah. I mean, Asuna was always a personal number one to me, but I think I can see that she would land somewhere on this list around the middle. I think it makes sense because she's not outwardly, like, just, you know, cutesy
Yeah.
all the time, but she had her cute moments where she, like, is sitting when she's shrouded and, you know, kind of alone in the game and meets Kirito for the first time, and she, like, they're sitting next to each other. He sits down by her and she kind of scoots away, but then he
Yeah.
offers, like, butter for her bread, and she starts chomping on it and the hood comes off. Like, there's cute moments like that,
Yeah.
you know?
Doesn't Asuna offer the butter? She's the cook, right?
Or, yeah, maybe she offers the butter for the bread. Something.
Yeah.
Or,
It's just flip-flop.
yeah, something. Yeah,
I
yeah.
think that's the benefit of being the viewer because Asuna, like, you know, in the daily life of being on the front lines, she's a badass.
She's a badass, and
But
then,
being the viewer and getting to see those other sides of her in the romantic aspects of the show, like that's where you really get to see that, you know, she isn't just the cold-hearted, what do they call her, the sword princess or whatever.
Yeah.
Like that's not all she is. And I think it's that duality that really exasperates the cute qualities of the character, is that kind of contrast of, you know, to me at least, like having a badass character and then being able to see them in those situations where you're like, aw.
like, sometimes the rescuer needs to be rescued. Like, they're very strong women, but there are times that they show vulnerability, just like, you know, the men in these shows could show vulnerability, or whomever, you know. So
I think,
yeah.
I mean, they better put like, have you ever seen Steins Gate?
Yeah.
You know, the guy he looks like a woman.
Yes. Yeah.
I hope he's on here.
Yeah. Let's see.
Kagura.
Okay, from Gintama.
Kosaki Onodera.
Oh yeah, she's like super. Like, her character design is
Biggest
really cute.
letdown in a show. I was such an Onodera fan that, like, I was hoping that this was going to be the choice. I did not care. What was her name? The girl with the red ribbon? What's the show?
Oh, a Nisekoi?
Nisekoi, yeah.
Yeah.
I liked how the show, like, went and ended and stuff, and I get it, but, like, dude, Onodera is so cute, man.
Yeah, she was definitely.
I just feel so bad that she didn't. She tried so hard. She tried all the things. Like, she always tried to get to in situations with the main character where she could, like, express her feelings.
Yeah.
And she just never had the confidence to do so. And I was like, come on, just tell him.
Yeah.
It's such a letdown. Kana. From Dragon's Maid.
Yeah, she definitely, like, she's
obviously adorable.
She's the Moe fan service of the show. Like, everything she does is just cute.
I've never seen the show, but just character design.
She has like the stubby little legs with the little socks,
like,
you
perpetually
know,
chibi.
and yeah, and she's like, you know, in kindergarten, whatever, you know, and goes to school and does the alphabet and, like, just cute shit, you know. So I can definitely see that.
That's your standard issue. Like, yeah, she's cute.
That's Moe, like the epitome of
Yuigahama. I know this character.
Same here.
Oh, this is the one I was thinking of from my youth teen romantic.
Okay, yeah.
This is who. This is the other main. Man. This is the other main girl.
Oh, okay.
It's the dark-haired girl, this girl, and then the character who's always, you know, being the asshole so that other people don't have to, you know. Like, if she didn't want to be around somebody and she wasn't saying anything, he would be an asshole and make everybody hate him so that she could be more comfortable.
Yeah.
And I definitely think those are the cute qualities of just, like, that, you know, this is definitely a cute, like, of, like, oh, I want to protect, you know? It's just, like, cute thing, must protect.
For sure.
Must protect. Juliet Pursla? What is it? Boarding School Juliet? I don't know if I know this
Cute
one.
character, but yeah, I don't know.
Eru.
Okay, she's from
Hyoka. Why do I know that name?
What's it called?
Hyoka?
I've seen it without a doubt, but I can't think of it right now.
I feel like I know the name, but yeah, I can't. Ryu Leon.
From
Danmachi. Is it wrong to try to pick up girls in a dungeon?
Not cute to me at all.
No.
Like, her personality, or
yeah,
I guess, like, a little bit. She's kind of like because I think she's like at the guild, like
the tavern, right? This is
the tavern,
the really badass elf girl.
But she goes kind of incognito.
I would say she is much more badass. I don't think she ever really had, like, a cute moment.
Like, maybe, like, slightly, but like in moments, you know. But
I will
like
say I think there is a season or two, because I don't know if they're on season 4, but I don't think I really watched much of season 3. So maybe she has some qualities that we just don't know about. But I definitely think she falls into, like, the badass category
not
a lot
as much
more.
Cute, yeah.
Siesta? Does that really say siesta?
Yeah.
The detective is already dead.
Don't know, but looks pretty cute.
Yeah, I've never seen it, but yeah,
Yeah.
I really like that character design. White
Yeah.
hair, bright blue eyes.
Yeah.
Alice Zuberg.
Alice
I know
from
Sword Art.
so she's from
Alicization.
yeah.
Yeah, this is the main character.
she
Alice.
definitely has some cute
Yeah.
moments, like, you know, vulnerability kind of thing.
And
where-
definitely the whole like them growing up together and stuff, like before she became
Yeah.
a badass, you know, and even after the fact of like when Kirito has his issues and she's trying to protect him and stuff, she definitely is very,
Yeah.
you know, she has cute qualities, but I definitely think she is like more often than not in the story,
Badass.
she is badass.
Yeah,
And
same.
I guess like her taking care of Kirito, it can
Yeah.
be labeled
Oh,
as
and
cute,
he's
I
like-
guess, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
Without
without his brain.
See, this is what I'm talking about. So Yui from
K-On?
or K-On. I was gonna say Love Live.
Hey,
what
K-On.
a sacrilege. Yeah, K-On. But yeah, she's super ditzy, cute,
Yeah.
very
There
impressionable.
are definitely those qualities there. I agree
total
with that.
just made to be cute.
Oh, this is mine
Yeah,
right here.
Bunny Girl Senpai.
Yeah, Rascal
Yeah.
does not dream of Bunny Girl Senpai. Their
she
relationship,
cute?
their relationship is so adorable.
Okay.
Because she is like she's a popular, you know, model and stuff. She's very famous, but
Yeah.
she's dating this guy that, you know, he's a rascal, you know, he makes comments and stuff that are uncomfortable. It's pretty much in line with the step on me mommy meme, because she'll step on his feet and he's like, oh, I like that though.
You know, I think I saw an episode, but it was like, it wasn't what I was expecting. It was more like thought experiment,
Yeah.
kind of psychological.
Yeah,
Is it like that throughout the series, or
Yeah.
okay?
yeah, it's a really good show, but
Like no one could see her. That's why she
Yeah.
wore the outfit. Yeah, I'm
yeah,
trying to
that was the
understand
beginning.
it.
It's like another kind of like adolescent syndrome kind of
Okay,
thing,
yeah.
like Charlotte. But she is really cute because she'll try to put on. I think that's just what I define as cute, is like trying to put on that face, but like you see the vulnerability. It's like seeing a side of somebody that they're not trying to actively present to the whole of the world.
Right.
Because there's a part where he makes a comment where he says like, maybe if you kiss me, and then she gets all flustered and is like,
Oh, okay,
I
yeah.
guess I could. But you know, she's real cute. I like that show a lot. Taiga,
Yeah. From
Toradora.
I always mix it up because I've seen both, but I'm like Toradora and My Little Monster.
Yeah.
Always pop in my head, but yeah, Toradora.
I can see
she's
the
definitely-
kinda-
Yeah, she has like
the
that
mix-up.
cuteness and like that kind of, you know, gets mad and he doesn't know why she's mad.
Yeah.
Kind of cute, angy. She gets angry.
She gets angy,
You know?
cute angy.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sundere there.
yeah.
Chizuru,
for sure.
Rent
I
a
was
Girlfriend.
thinking, yeah, she had to be on the list.
Yeah.
You know.
definitely adorable.
Yeah.
What else we got here? Chino Kafu. Oh, this is just order a rabbit. I don't even know what this
Yeah,
is.
definitely character design though, like very, you know, outwardly like made to be cute.
Yeah.
You know.
Made to be. And there's Chica. Wow,
There's
Chica
Chica,
ranked
yeah.
low as fuck.
Yeah, but Chica definitely, you know, has the cute dance, does the cute things,
Yeah.
ditzy cute. She's kind of the
But still, like, emotionally smart to situations.
yeah, she's very charming as a character, you know, and very
Mm-hmm.
likable, and just a little bow tie or cute.
Before
appearance.
seeing the show, I thought she was the main
Yeah.
character.
yeah, great character design.
That's
by
why
the
I'm
way, yeah.
surprised. Like, well, I mean, I think it's because we've seen more of Kaguya until like in the first season. I think Chica was very like she's so cute.
Yeah.
But now that we've seen Kaguya a lot more, I think that's why she's now ranked higher.
Yeah.
But at least she's still on the list. Yuki Kono, is this
Yuki
another
from-
sword art? Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, she was from the Rosario arc, where sad story. I mean, she was like terminally ill and dies at the end of it in a virtual
Yeah.
world, and kind of is in this like medical chamber in a stasis, and I think just kind of lives out her days.
And I think that is, you know, yet again, it's the duality of
Yeah.
being able to express herself. And like you see that she is cute, but, you know, just
Yeah,
tragic backstory and
sadly cute.
sadly cute.
This is who I was thinking of here.
Kanae Kocho,
Yeah. So
the
Yeah.
older sister of the
Yeah.
earlier girl from Demon Slayer,
cute in the same
Butterfly
ways,
Girl.
just, you know, older variant.
Yeah. Yeah, and they both definitely are cute, you know.
Yeah.
They definitely present that way, but when you see them fight, you're like, Jesus fucking Christ. Learn? Who is this?
Another one of the classic and iconic cute anime girls. From what?
What is this? Yukinoshita Yukino? I know this too. Oh, yeah, this is my romance. This is the
so that is
dark-haired girl.
Snafu.
Mhm.
Yeah, same
Yeah.
thing. You're right. Yeah, there he is.
Yeah, I mean, all the characters in there are cute, and it's just, you know, you get so much dialogue and learn about the characters and stuff that, I mean, it's just hard not to say that the whole cast is adorable. Even this guy is adorable.
There's certain characters I'm not seeing, and I'm getting a little concerned.
Yeah, because we're at 44.
I will say, I will be surprised if I don't see 02. I feel like 02 would be on the list, you know.
May have just like fallen out of favor though.
Yeah, 02, and then
I definitely think 02 could have replaced a lot of characters we've seen on this list.
From My Dress Up Darling, Kitagawa. Yeah, Kitagawa. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, she's definitely adorable.
I feel like,
she's got to be on this list
Yeah,
somewhere.
because we're at 44. You see what I'm saying? We got 6 left after this. So
Rena from Higurashi. Ooh, isn't this you like this, right?
When They Cry. Ooh.
Yeah. Is she cute?
It's like, you know how Happy Tree Friends are cute?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all I'll say. Do your research.
Umaru
So
Doma.
another one that went unspoken that I was expecting to be on this list. So Umaru-chan, she has the little, when she goes home, she puts on her onesie, the little orange hamster onesie.
Oh,
like
yeah, I've seen it. Yeah.
Yeah, she's definitely
that is adorable.
cute character, you know.
Madoko, Kaname.
Yeah, another
Magical Girls.
Dark, cute.
I mean, I feel like the Magical Girls series is literally just made to be cute. So
Yeah, but that's like a very twisted interpretation of Magical Girls. You ever see Madoka?
I watched a little bit of it.
Very dark
There's
series.
a couple Madokas.
Yeah, all very dark
Well, I
series.
mean, we've talked about it before. It's like Magical Girl Apocalypse.
Yeah.
It's like a horror manga, but it's Magical Girls.
Yeah.
That one's sick as fuck.
Yeah.
I really like that one. Is this from Charlotte? Yes,
Yeah.
dude, she is adorable.
Yeah, she is. Yeah.
I fucking
She's cute.
love Charlotte.
Yeah.
Now Tomari.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, another
I see
one.
her there.
Ai Hasaka.
Yeah, she definitely,
Kaguya.
same thing. Puts on the face, you know, popular trope at this point.
Yeah.
But, you know, tries to hide her real feelings and very cute.
Yeah, adorable character.
Oh, yeah, this is getting scary.
I always have problems saying this girl's name.
Yeah.
Elisivil von Einsburn from Re-Stay Night or
Yeah.
Re-Stay Night, Fate Stay Night.
I can't speak
from the
on
Fate
it.
Series.
I mean, besides she looks distraught here, so
I mean,
I'm not
well,
getting the cute vibe, you know.
Depending on the iteration of the Fate series, she's kind of like cold.
Oh, okay.
Like she'll fuck some shit up.
Yeah.
Character design, obviously, it's just like a more chibi. She is cute,
Yeah.
but it's not to her character. The character design more so.
Yeah.
What does that say? Nadeko?
Nadeko.
Sengoku? Do you know what this one is from?
Mm,
That's 50 right there.
from famous. Bakemonogatari. Yeah, I haven't seen it, but I'm familiar.
I think I watched
See-
a little bit of it, and I didn't really like the art style, so I stopped watching it. It's just a little too like
Yeah.
flat colored, you know.
Right.
There's not a whole lot of definition
yeah.
for being something newer and stuff.
Yeah.
And I don't like, you know, the anime where the school uniforms are like red,
Mm-hmm.
like they're those weirdly colored
Yeah,
ones.
yeah.
Like I really just don't like that style.
Yeah. You know,
It's not for me.
oddly, the surprising tier list. I
Yeah.
will say I am genuinely surprised some of these names are missing.
Yeah.
02. Kitagawa.
Yeah.
Freaking what was her name? Nagatoro.
Yeah.
I would think she would be on here. I would think what's the other one with the gray short hair, blue eyes, really big opie? Where it's like what was the name of it? God, it starts
know.
with a U.
I don't know.
I'm gonna look this up real quick, but keep it like were there any you expected to be in here?
I mean, expected to be in here. I have a hard time thinking of other ones if they're not directly in front of me, but I definitely think of the list, my favorite. Oh, well,
Zaki-chan wants to hang out.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I thought she would be in here maybe.
She's pretty cute.
Yeah.
But from Rascal Does Not Dream of Bunny Girl Senpai, I can't really remember her name, even though I like her. The gray-haired girl with the glasses, or does she have green hair? I think she might have green hair. I can't fucking remember. My memory's so bad. This is why I can't. Like, who would I have put in this list?
Yeah.
But I think she should have been in there too. But I think on this list, I honestly think I'd put Mai from Bunny Girl Senpai.
Mai, yeah.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite anime, man.
Mai.
It's just their relationship is so fucking adorable. And a list of cuteness, I think she definitely tops it for me.
Even more obscure ones, but I think Coffin Princess is one. I would have pictured here.
I don't know.
That's older, and yeah, it wasn't really ever in the major limelight, but kind of had its following.
Coffin Princess.
Yeah, I could pull that up.
I can see it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Big brow.
Yeah, you're better at thinking of other things, but
no Love Live characters either.
Yeah.
Which I was surprised.
Surprising. Yeah, that is surprising.
Like, like Nico or something,
Yeah.
Yeah, and I guess there could only be 50, but I would think they would. There's a lot of characters like, and not to say that if I don't recognize it, it's not in popular culture, but like somewhere I'm like, yeah, I'm surprised. Like, never seen this character anywhere, and I don't think they're that cute. But
yeah, and to be fair, I mean, over 100,000 people is a lot of people, but it is a relatively small sample size in the grand scheme of what people are interested in. So,
right,
who knows those. Are they old heads? Are they new? Like,
right.
It's kind of all over the place. But I think it was just fun to go through and look at the cute anime girls of the list.
I'm curious to see if they do a yearly or like, every few years to like have an updated list to see if it shifts, stays the same,
And this was just from one website. I'm sure there's plenty of other, ranking systems that have happened.
It was fun to go through it though.
Yeah. It was entertaining. We got a lot of anime that because my brain only works on one fucking plane at any given time. A lot of anime that I haven't really thought about in a while. Like, I really like Rascal Does Not Dream of Bunny Girl Senpai, and I'm always happy when I'm reminded of it because you should watch it. It's really good. It's just a slice of life, It's a lot of dialogue and stuff, but the relationships that the character have, I mean, they're all just adorable.
Yeah,
it's nice, and Kaguya, it's great, but.
Well,
we're definitely well over time, but I just wanted to bring up Overlord season 4. I haven't started watching it, unfortunately. Sacrilege. I need to fucking watch it, but apparently there's a movie coming out called The Holy Kingdom.
I have a tattoo, and I forget that I do.
Of Overlord?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you have Albedo.
Yeah. Right at the ankle. But
look at this.
I know, little kitty cat.
Look at this cat. But I'm pretty stoked because anime movies, like the quality,
the budget's always
especially
up,
nowadays. Mm-hmm. And I mean, real quick, just because.
Wonder if Overlord's big enough to be like a theater, like
I hope so.
We were able to see like Jujutsu Kaisen in theaters. I wonder if Overlord will like make it to our shore.
Yeah. Ugh. I just want to see the studio Madhouse. So Madhouse makes Overlord. And I mean, the show is really well done. So I hope it comes out in theaters. That would be a really sick one to go see because Overlord's fucking tight.
Madhouse is a good studio. They've done, I remember one that was pretty visually interesting they did was Death Parade. I believe that was Madhouse, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. I'll just look it up real quick and just see if there were some other ones. What has Madhouse done?
Maybe we go later years.
Yeah.
A little more recognizable.
Let's go past 2010, I'd say.
Yeah.
Oh, they did Sunny Boy.
Really?
Yeah. That's crazy. That's a completely different art style. They're pretty versatile there on that one.
A little divergent, but I remember everyone was like, oh, I don't know why they everyone was like saying this, but you know, the disappointment after the first season of Tokyo Ghoul, everyone's like, oh, it should be redone by Madhouse. There was this big Twitter thing, like a petition for Madhouse to redo it.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking like, oh, is it like not a known studio that did the original? It was Studio Peria, like Studio Clown, essentially, that did Tokyo Ghoul, but they also did Naruto. Because people's like, oh, Studio Period's terrible with pacing and telling a story, but I'm like, no, like they did all in Naruto.
I mean, isn't Naruto like, it's got a lot of filler?
It does have a lot of filler, but I'm saying
pacing is
the entire
very slow.
story is told where they're saying it was too fast in Tokyo Ghoul.
Oh,
like not enough
yeah.
was expressed.
Yeah,
it could have been a budget thing. I mean, it was a new show.
Oh, well, I think
You
this
know?
is something we're going to have to deal with, but
Yeah, Parasite.
our camera died. So let's
Nice.
just go over the last of this, and we'll just do it. We gotta.
I didn't know
we gotta
Matt did
figure that out.
Parasite. That's cool.
They
Hunter
did
Hunter?
Hunter x Hunter, the Tatami Galaxy, which a buddy of mine has consistently told me I need to watch because
Yeah.
he rants
School
and
of the
raves about
Dead,
it. I saw a couple up here. They're regular
Oh, yeah,
Magic,
Death Parade.
High School, No Game, No Life, Parasite,
My
Death
Love
Parade,
Story, One Punch
Overlord.
Man.
Oh wait, that's why
Yeah.
we're fucking looking it up. I'm an idiot.
Overlord. One Punch Man. That's cool.
One Punch. I saw a place further than the universe. That was a really
Yeah.
well done one.
Boogie Pop.
Yeah. So I mean, I'm really excited to see that movie.
Yeah.
But I mean, as far as and just real quick, Housing Complex C.
Yeah, that's right.
One that I've never seen or read or anything, but it's just a horror one, and I really like my horror manga,
Yeah.
like with the just real sick panels. So I'm excited to see how the show is going to turn out for that one. So if you're into horror, Housing Complex C, it's set to premiere October 1st. So
Hell yeah.
that's going to be pretty cool. But if you
Keep an
want
eye out.
if you want to wrap it up, because we got a dead
Yeah.
camera.
Camera's dead, but in good time. Thanks for keeping up. We're going to put I just want to make a mental note of this now and just conclude it by saying we'll put a timestamp. You know, if you want to hear our little inspirational journey, you can, but you can skip it if you want to just get straight to the ranking and the anime stuff. So,
Yeah.
all right. Hey,
Yeah, we'll definitely put that in there.
take care, guys. Peace.